All right, fix replay. We said we were going to do a GBP CHF. I'm not sure which account balance we were using. I keep forgetting that. We were doing 10K. All right, we're going to continue with 10K. And GBP CHF 2015, 10K, all the way in 2015. So we're going to go back to 2015. This is going to take ages, by the way, to collect all of that data, but I'm totally fine with that. All right, advanced strategy. This event is unprofitable. Here we go. And I still do not like this new FX replay layout. I think it's terrible. I wonder if there's a way for me to put on non-copyright lo-fi. I don't know if that's a thing. Should be. Here we go. Let me know if it's too loud, guys, and I'll turn it down. Let's get started. All right. Well, first things first, we got to change the colors, of course, because there's no way we're going to be profitable with these colors. You'll forgive me if I sound a little bit sick still. I'm still recovering a little bit, so that's why I might sound a little sick. Oh shit. Damn. This is because I tweeted something. I tweeted about how I disliked CHF. No, just kidding. Yeah, my magic tea. Yeah, the turmeric tea. Well, the thing is, Ellis, I used to trade with a buddy of mine. His name is Zach. He's in the server too. And we were trading together one time. We would always day trade the New York session together. And he was feeling sick as well. And then he had that tea that you're talking about right now, that turmeric tea. And I remember in the middle of a trade, him running off and, being gone for like 20 minutes. And I was like, where'd you go? And he said, like, I had to throw up like 5 times. I was like, why? What'd you have? And he said, like, I had turmeric tea. But apparently he put in way too much. That's why. But now I'm a little skeptical about putting turmeric in my tea. So that's that. But I'll give it a try. Next time I'm sick, I'll make sure to give it a try. I only put in a string. Yeah, I think he put in like half the bottle. Anyways, all right. By the way, is the music too loud, guys? Can you still hear it? Can you still hear me properly? Right, that's our first setup. Works for me if you throw. It's not my fault. Goes for everyone. All right, so our first setup is pretty obvious. You might say that this is liquidity, and I wouldn't disagree with you, but seeing as we're going at it as mechanically as possible, we're going to try and gather data as mechanically as possible. So we're not really going to add too many confluences just yet. We'll do that in the future. All right, looks like a missed trade, but we do get another setup right after. All right, long trade. There we go. All right, that looks like it might be another missed trade. Maybe not. Maybe it does come back to entry. I'm gonna extend that for now. I do keep forgetting to turn on auto break even. I really got to get into the habit of turning on auto break even, but I just keep forgetting. All right, let's see if that comes back. Been backtesting on FXreplay for the last week, and it's a lot slower. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure what's going on with FXreplay, but it is extremely slow, and it's really annoying. All right, either one of these highs is valid. Depends on how aggressive you are as a trader. We're going to go a little bit more aggressive and take the most recent one. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it's so slow, but I am contacting them about potentially getting I think that would have been a break even. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that would have been a break even. Let's see if it comes back. If the first failed, would you take the second? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. If this one failed, would I take the second? All right, this would have been a break even, but we got lucky that time. CHF 3. Spending in a challenge when you have many setups, you split the risk or trade. Yeah, so what I do when there's as many setups as right now, I'll take all the trades, but I'll lower my risk per trade just so I'm still able to take all of them, if that makes sense. Like if the smallest range hit TP, would you set a trade for the next smaller? Well, is in general, just set a trade for the next range, basically the next range. It doesn't really matter. Unless it's like tiny, of course, but for the most part, it's mainly just about following the most recent structure. Does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, we've got our new setups. Also, next week, by the way, next week someone's going to be taking over my session because I'm going to be away for a couple of days. I'm going to visit Albania, so I'll be gone for a few days. So I'll still be able to, help you guys out, but I'll just not be hosting a session because I'm going to be sitting in the Albanian Alps, going hiking there. I'm a really big fan of hiking, so would you go skiing? I don't know. I've never actually skied before. How long's the hike? Well, so we're leaving for 6 days, but we're going on a hike for like one day, then we're going into the city, and then after that we're going to hike for 2 days. So a total of like 3 days of hiking. So but apparently it's really beautiful. I've been told to not interrupt the backtesting session with too much images of like other stuff, but I do want to show you the Albanian Alps real quick. It is absolutely stunning. So we're going on a hike in I can't remember what it was called, some northern area, but it's extremely beautiful. But this is where I'm going on a hike, and then we have this village, Airbnb, like in the middle of a village, and it's absolutely beautiful. Something like this, but not as luxurious, but still something like that. So that's going to be really cool. I'm also going to do a social media detox, so I'm not going to be using my phone for the entire week, except for, of course, answering you guys. At least I'm going to try to. I might post some stories on Instagram here and there, but I want to try to not take any. Is there a fair value gap? Nope. I'm going to try to limit my phone usage. Because I clearly, I can tell that social media is just an addiction, really. During dinner today, I was reading up on the FTMO post, and then I was scrolling memes for like 20 minutes straight, and I was like, what am I doing? Wasting my time right now. All right, this trade is a little too large for me, to be honest. This would be a valid trade, but it's a little bit too big for me. So I think it's worse than most addictions. I would agree with that. I do agree. I mean, it's fine if you use it in moderation, but me myself, I find myself, doom scrolling on Instagram for 20 minutes straight, and I feel like it's just a waste of time. I would try to spend that time reading or something, doing something useful. Like, even in terms of entertainment, I feel like, social media is not a bad form of entertainment, but I feel like there's better forms of entertainment, if you get what I mean. Also, this pair is extremely slow and boring. Like, nothing's going on. All right, we got it set up finally. But I was looking at my screen time the other day and it was like, it was way too high and I was just not happy with that. So we've got to limit that. I think it's worth, I was in a kebab shop today and everyone was on their phones, like families and stuff. I personally like, I do agree. I mean, yeah, like you say, I'm guilty of it too, but still, I feel like it's just such a waste of time. Oh, it's lagging again. Like usual. All right, there we go. Double bottom. So like I said in the beginning, we're going to keep this as mechanical as possible. So we're not gonna name any reasons to take or not take a trade. We'll do that after we collect the first set of data, and then we'll go and analyze the charts a little bit. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it. All right. Did we have a body closure? Yes, we did. So that is mechanically valid. The reason I'm doing that is I just want to keep it as simple as possible to show you that everyone can do this and everyone can develop at least a simple edge in the market. I don't think it has to be difficult to develop an edge in the market. Anyways, that's risk-free, and that is a break even. Oh, never mind. That's a win. 1 + 3. There we go. I'm not sure if that would have been a win, to be fair. Sorry to be the new guy. Oh, don't worry about it. That's what we're here for. Entries are being entered because of the sweep. So the main thing that we focus on is following order flow and following recent structure. Liquidity sweep is one of those added confluences, but it's not the main thing that we look for. So the setup goes as follows. We have our break of structure to the downside, basically. And then we have a fair value gap within that leg. Those two are the most important things to see if it, basically to see if it's valid. Now, liquidity sweep is just an added confluence that ups your probability. That makes sense. So these were entered based on the fact that we have a high, a low, a higher high, basically a break of structure to the upside. And then within that leg, we had a fair value gap. So that's why I took that entry. Now, a liquidity sweep, I always say, is a little bit subjective. Someone might see this as a liquidity sweep. Others would want to see, for example, that structure down there being taken. I hope that answers your question. All right, cool. You can switch through the 1 hour or 50. Yeah, that's true. I can. All right, yeah, that would have hit take profit, I think. I'm not sure. I noticed too that FX replay can be a little off in terms of data. Like it can show data a little differently than my broker. This is a valid trade too, by the way. But I think we're a little late. I don't know if we're going to be able to enter that. We could do a market order. All right, that's risk-free. Oh, wait, hold on. We're forgetting something.
And it just so happens that my strike rate generally is around 90%. Sin City was a maybe.
We used to joke around with that soundboard a lot more, but we've gotten a little bit more serious the last couple of months. So we used to mess around with that all the time. There's no fair value gap in that leg. Getting too serious now. Get ICT on there. Love the khaki smells. ICT. We're not a huge fan of ICT. I'm not against them, but I'm not a huge fan either. Oh, whoops. That's still set to market order. How do I delete that? I don't know. Save. Shit. That hit my take profit. I'm trying to delete that. I don't know if that hit my take profit or not. All right. I'm not sure what happened there. Anyways. Pretty sure he's insane. I do have my opinions on ICT as well. I'm not sure if I'm able to say them because, you know, opinions might vary a little bit, but yeah. One is saying, so last week I took a trade on GP80 and got stopped at a break even. If we see the chart, it looks like there wasn't a baby. Be able to reality discounts. No, if it hit your break even level, like if it hit your 1-to-1, you should have moved it to break even. So you did fine. Like if that's what it did, then moved stops to break even. Oh, whoops! I gotta extend that. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get tied into that. No, I have that too sometimes. Like it'll wick the break even level and then immediately after it'll stop me out of break even, but that's totally fine. Let's see. This one. You guys said you're from Canada, right? Esteban and Thomas. Or you're living in Canada or something like that. Oh, from Colombia. Oh, I don't know why I said Canada then. Oh, you live in Canada. Gotcha. Yeah. Here we go. I think Dang is from Canada too, or from the US, I'm not sure. I need to leave, we might be going to war. What are you talking about? Like right now? We're going to war right now? I'm ready, I've got my bug out kit. Right. Also, afterwards, I'm going to do a quick data review. So we're going to do this session, and then after this session, we're going to do a review of Luke, or what's his name? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Hold on. This guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. We're going to do that after the right after this session. All right, once again, this is one of those cases where you could say like there's a lot of liquidity down here, which I would agree with too, but because we're going to keep it mechanical, we're not going to focus on that right now. Let's see what happens. It's taking a little long to play out. I was trading on January. It was decent. It wasn't great. I ended up with around 3R. I know John said he did 10% this month, but he's risking 2% per trade, so around 5R. But I missed out on one of the trades that he took, so that's totally fine. Send him my new journal too, by the way, because I don't think I've sent you the new journal yet, only this old one. I'll send you the link soon. That way you can keep track of what I'm doing. See if that comes back. We'll lower that a little bit. It's a mistrade. Right? I don't think I've sent you. I do have a new journal, but I haven't sent you. Are you in a trade right now? I am. I'm in. Hold on, let me take a look. I'm in GU, I think. Yeah, I'm in GU right now. And I'm just checking on my phone real quick. And it's not loading right now. My MT5 is always laggy. I'm with this new firm right now, Alpha Capital, and it's like extremely slow and extremely laggy. Like it does not load. The servers don't want to connect, and I'm not sure what to expect. But I'll show you in a second which trades I'm in. Alright, looks like, alright, never mind, that's a loss. This one, a couple of losses there. It's totally fine. Are you guys watching the Champions League, by the way? Be interesting to see how you get on with them. Great things, to be honest. So the reason I'm with them right now is because a buddy of mine got a 30K payout with them. So I decided to get a 100K account. I got it funded. I passed it, but now they're a little weird about it. So I'm not sure what to expect, really. Let's see, honestly. Not a massive football guy, that's fair. A couple of losses there, too. Technically, that is valid, too. It's quick. Break even. You're watching Champions League. Do we need clear data for XP Play to come? I think so. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have no idea, but I think it might also just be the platform. And yes, Azam, I am watching the Champions League. My team's playing. We just beat Liverpool, and I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, it's Liverpool C team." Fuck that. To everyone saying that, you're gonna get banned. You know what you put PC for Arsenal. Dude, Tommy, I'm so close to banning you right now. C team. It's gonna move up a little bit. I don't want to recalculate the position again. Never mind. My team hasn't been playing great, to be fair. They haven't been doing that well. I'll call them missed trades there. Man City fan. I like Man City too, because one of my favorite players plays for Man City. Ake. Nathan Ake. I'm not sure if you know him. But I like Man City. I know Tommy, you're like an Arsenal fan, I think, right? Aren't you?
You know, Sven, you know.
Arsenal. Stay humble. What's the whole stay humble thing about? I saw that in the Man City highlights from last match, but I didn't get it.
He, in the Arsenal Man City game at the Etihad earlier in the season, they scored in the 95th minute to draw 2-2 with Arsenal. And after the game, Haaland went up to Arteta and said, "Stay humble, eh?" And then he said to one of our youngsters who scored yesterday, "Who the F are you?" So
Mhm.
that's why after we beat them 5-1 Sunday, everyone's like, "Stay humble, eh?"
All right, got it. I'm not sure how the Champions League works though. Like I know they're going into playoffs right now, but I don't know what that means. Like playoffs to what? Like what's the whole point of doing
Right, so
playoffs?
it's currently so the top 8 teams in the Champions League go straight through. So they don't play any of these two games. The rest of the 8 to 16 or 8 to 24, so there's 16 teams are going to fight for the remaining 8 spaces to compete against the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
then PSV are playing Juventus.
Juventus.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you beat Juventus in those 2 legs, you'll then play one of 2 teams, depending on what side of the bracket you're on.
Uh-huh. So how do you end up winning the Champions League?
So right now, for PSV to win, they would need to beat Juventus and go into into the quarterfinals. They then need to
Mm-hmm.
beat whoever they're playing in the quarterfinals, then the
So it's
semi.
essentially the round is 16 basically, right? Like the 16th finals or whatever.
Yeah, right now it's just there's I think it's 16 teams. Yeah, I think it's 16 teams right now that are basically playing 2 legs, so one at home, one away, to like leave another 8. So then there'll be 16 teams left. So there's 24 right now.
Gotcha.
Something like that. I think it's 24. I think the new system's better for the Champions League. It's more entertaining.
There we go. That is GBP chip. Let's take a look at the overall win rate. We don't have too much data just yet. Like I said, this is gonna take ages, but still. Tang is just testing in the meantime. He's in here on call, but he's also just testing. Why is he muted, by the way? Why is he server muted? Let's take a look at the overall win rate. So, unprofitable. 46. Well, we don't have too much data right now to go on. We only got 32 trades so far, so. Anyways, we're gonna do. Oh wait, let's see. Let's see if we hit 10K subs. Oh yeah, there we go. Hold on, let me find a.
God did.
Oh yeah.
God did.
All right, we're gonna go over some data too. On call, we'll go over Luke. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. Also, let me pull up chat once again. Someone tagged me. Are you already making bank with YouTube? I'm just short, like a couple of hours in watch time to be eligible for YouTube monetization. Like I need like a couple of hours. So if you could just stream my videos for like a few hours, I would appreciate it. That way I can start making money with YouTube and buy Lambos. Let your phone watch while you're asleep. That's pretty smart. I haven't thought of that. It's pretty clever. All right. So first things first, before I'm even gonna go get into that data, I'm gonna take a look at which pairs we have over there, because what I see way too much is people send in data from euro dollar, GBP dollar, USD CHF, USD JPY, NZD USD, and that way we're getting the same results over and over and over again. 52. Oh, right. So, like I said, you gotta get rid of that. Otherwise, it'll count break evens as winning trades. So you won't get an accurate overview of your data. I'll get rid of it real quick. Oops, shit. Because for some reason it takes in, oh, Jay went over this Friday? Well, he messaged me today if I wanted to go over it. All right. JP went over this in Friday's session. All right, thank you for telling me. That explains. All right, then we'll go over Trader A's data. I didn't know Jay already covered it. All right, let's take a look what we got here. This is a different journal. I'm not sure how to look at this. Hold on. Oh, there's. Can we even see the trading view links? Okay, we can. Where does it say the total win rate? It's a little hard to go on right now. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I don't see any total trades. I don't see the win rate. I'll send him a message real quick. So that's a little tricky to go on. Whoops. All right, so we're not going to be able to go over data, so that's unfortunate. In that case, I think we might as well just do another backtesting session if you guys are down. Because I was gonna do like one session and then also one video of me going over data, but I guess we might just do another session. So we've done GBP CHF, we've done Euro AUD, and we've done CAD JPY. What else are we going to do? Which pair? You guys pick one. But let it be a little different, so don't go with a similar pair right now. You guys could pick the pair. Esteban is typing. Thomas. AU AUD, or I'm assuming you're talking about AUD USD, right? All right, sure. You guys agree with that? Then we'll do AUD USD. It is so extremely slow, it's really annoying. AUD USD 2015. AUD USD. Alright, there we go. January. I'm honestly really curious to see what's going to happen this year, because I feel like the dollar is going to be impacted by news a lot this year because of the whole, stuff with Trump going on. Like this morning he released like videos of some missile attacks on ISIS, And I wonder what that type of stuff will do for the dollar index and how it'll affect us, if it'll affect us. All right. So now I know it's dang changing the colors. I think he's testing right now as we're on call. I think Dang is in here too. He's like literally testing as we're on a call. That's funny. Yeah, well, I don't blame you. Let's skip to January 1st. All right, there we go. That would have been a break even. I'm not sure what that would have been. All right, well, anyways. All right, that is a missed trade. Is there a fair value gap? Yes, there is. So that is valid. That is break even. That is take profit. USD. Go. Plus 3. I really do wonder how the whole thing with prop firm or FTMO buying Owan is going to play out. If you tested a pair for 4 years and you end up with negative RR, will you remove the pair of your watch list? Only if I really know that it doesn't work, and if I know that if I know that my strategy is profitable the way it is, but it's just that one pair, then yes. But oftentimes it's a matter of optimization, because a lot of people just are not getting as much out of the pairs they could be. So I'm a little bit hesitant about that. But just make sure that if you do it, you have a completely solidified edge, and you know that you know that it works one way or the other. FTMO must be making a lot of money for buying Awana even without scamming people. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, FTMO is, oh shit. FTMO is I think I read that they made around $215 million last year. I'm not sure if that's net profit or not, but I know that they made a lot of money. That's what I know. All right, let's see. We need to open a prop firm. That's what everyone else thought too. But now they end up scamming people. I've updated the sheet with stats, not sure. Oh, really? Yeah, let's take a look at that. Hold on. Let me place that trade real quick. And let me open that. Let's see. Who's FTMO's founders? Yeah, it's this Czech guy, Otakar. He's on my certificate. I think this guy, Otakar Subnar, I think that's his name. This guy's the CEO. But the thing is, FTMO, back in the day, FTMO was back in like 2017, 2018, 2019, the max allocation on FTMO was 80K. And everyone, like the whole 200K was unheard of. And then now we're in this phase where you can get 1 million in funding. That was unheard of back then. There was no way you'd get 1 million in simulation funding, basically. Oh, yeah, you're right. It does work now. Thanks, man. Anyways. So, total trades, total wins, or should we go over this? We'll go over this after this session. I don't want to switch things up too little. That's my ADHD kicking in. But we'll go over this afterwards. Oh shit! I literally forgot to place the order. That would have been a break even. I think we missed out on a win. I'm not sure. This would have been taking ages. All right, so we did miss out on a win, but that's all right. Would you ever go quant lane with FDMO? Fuck no. I've thought about it, but that, I mean, it sounds like a good deal, but it is not worth the hassle at all. Honestly, trading in the real, like, professional industry of trading is no fun. That is no fun at all. You do not want to go into that side of trading. That is the most stressful environment you'll ever be in, and it is definitely not for everyone. I think most people would not be able to, even most profitable traders, they would probably not be able to do that for more than a month, I feel like. So the thing is with quantitative trading is you're trading differently. It's all about algorithms and risk management and continuously looking for setups. As far as I know, I'm not an expert on that, but this is what I know. And it is just extremely stressful as opposed to, you know, being a swing trader and just checking the charts for like 15 minutes. So I would never go quantitative trading. No, fuck that. I've thought about it, but then, you know, just seeing what it is, and also I have an uncle who did something like that. And I just know that he was really stressed out all the time. Even my firm, so, oh shit, I forgot to place the order again. We'll mark it, execution into it, but my firm, for those of you who don't know, I do also have a firm in the Netherlands. It's fun, but the regulations are really tough, so we're doing it a little differently. Our firm is also trading, for the most part, we're also trading simulated funds, because the regulations and the stuff that you need to do in order to have a proper firm, like an actual, what is considered a hedge fund, is insane. The amount of shit you need to do to get that. And it is so extremely stressful. It would go crazy. There's a guy on YouTube named Lit Nomad who shares his stories about quant trading and a hedge fund, and some of them are so fucked. I'll check that out. Thank you for letting me know. I do like stories like that, but it is so stressful. You do not want to do that. You lent money to others, or you trade it for yourself, the company? Oh, no. We do not. We're not investors. We mainly, right now, we're mainly trading, oh shit, let me delete that. We're mainly trading prop capital on the business, basically, if that makes sense. Fuck that. Where's that word? And we're trading some money from, like, private investors, but not officially. Like, they're not officially investors. I did used to do that for a little bit, but there's a lot of regulations to that, and that is, I don't know, it's not worth it to me. It wasn't worth it. It was extremely stressful and way too hard. This one guy put 1,000 lots on a 30-second chart frame and went volume million from the pit, sacrificed his career, what, got 200K from it. That is crazy. No, that's not for me. That's definitely not for me. It's a loss. It's a smaller group. It's 7 people right now. We've got 7 traders, so it's not too big. But so we were doing what was called an I don't know what it is in English, but we had this permit. I don't know what it is called in English, but alternative investment fund manager. But it's just not worth the hassle. It's so extremely stressful, and you're paying quite a lot of money and fees to be able to operate this. So we just decided to switch to more of like a private thingy. I don't know how to explain it. Remember, too, my English is not my first language, so I always struggle trying to explain these things. Someone just fart. That's straight. I thought I heard that too. Someone. Oh, I forgot to place the order again. Oh my gosh, this would have been a loss. That's why I never do 2 sessions in a row, because I always lose focus. I'll do half the year and then I'll quit, because I know the fuck is going on? You can use replay. Yeah, I know, but I try never to not use that because I feel like it kind of defeats the whole point of FX replay if I go and replay it. So I'm trying not to do that. All right, we'll do half the year and then I'll go over that data. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I lose focus very quickly, which is why I never do more than 1 session at a time, because I start forgetting to place orders and I start making mistakes and stuff like that. So, yeah. But we'll do all the way until like June or something, or May even. We'll do till May. All right. Fuck that. Go back. All right, we'll go over that data. Let's see. What do we have? Oops, shit. All right, he made $3 in 1 trade, but it increases account balance to 10,300. I'm not sure if that's correct. Finding this a little bit difficult to read, because like it goes from like 10K and then it hits 1 stop loss and it's at 9K. Like, I'm not sure what's going on there. So this is a little bit difficult to read, but I'm just going to look at the trades and try to get the best idea of what it is that we're doing here. But I'll select it real quick so I can actually see the links. There we go. Let me close this out. Oh, it's fine, Ben. I mean, it's not your data, right? Is it? Oh, it's Trader A's, yeah. Oh no, that's fine. I'll tell Trader A I'll send him a message after the call. All right, let's see what we got. That looks nice. Looks solid. Oh, what do you guys notice when you're looking at these charts right now? Ellis says, if I start pumping money in a personal, should I increase risk? Been debating it recently. Only if you're okay with losing it. Because if you're pumping money into a personal account and increasing risk, you should ask yourself, are you able to handle that mentally? All right, you guys are answering exactly what I was thinking. Too zoomed out. It's extremely zoomed out. It's very focused on what's happening to the left and not so much on recent structure. Then if you look at this, it's a lot more focused on recent structure. So that's something that will give him 2. Especially if you look at this. This is extremely zoomed in compared to that. These are 2 different time frames basically that you're looking at right now. All right. All right, so this trade, we're missing something. What do you guys think that we're missing within this trade? What we're seeing right now, right? Let's mark out the highs and lows that we have. The breaker structure to the downside, that's right, because this is our swing structure right now. And even with that internal structure, which is extremely hard to see because it's very messy, but we're never really seeing a proper break to the downside. So we're essentially going counter trend here by not following our structure. We want to see a break to the downside, then we can look for shorts. All right, this one's nice. Back to the default colors. Yep, that's pretty solid. That's solid too. That's nice. All right, so what I'm noticing, first things first, is there's a lot of hesitation between how recent, or like how recent of structure we're looking at. Because right now we're looking at almost like the daily or even the 2-day time frame, and now we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, and now we might even be looking at the 1-hour time frame, for example. You get what I mean? So that's one thing that I'm noticing right off the bat that is lacking consistency. The way you look at the charts, right? So that's one thing for sure. We're gonna write that down first. We're going. We went over this in the call at around minute 48. In hashtag live sessions. So the first thing that we said was zoom level. You're looking at extremely wide charts, and we'll put in a screenshot too. And then where you are looking at very recent price action. I don't know if that makes sense. I always run it through ChatGPT to make sure my grammar is correct and everything. Make sure to find consistency in that too, and focus on just the recent price action. All right. Got her now and dark. Oh shit! Hope you find him. Good luck, Ellis. Let me know if you find him. All right, so that's the first thing I'm noticing. Then we had that break to the downside. I'm gonna label that with a 3 so that he knows which one I'm talking about. Three, you're missing the break to the downside. Let me actually mark that out properly too. And then what else did we have? I think that's pretty much it for now. I think we were left around. Here we go. Also, for those of you who were here last week, when we talked about the whole coaching thing, we decided to go ahead and go through with it. So now people are able to book additional calls for an extra fee. It's not going to change anything that we do in here. We're still going to do what we're doing right now. It's just people do want to have a little bit more private one-on-one time, we're able to get it through those coaching calls. Thank you, Dang. Thank you for joining, and take care. Alright, so right here, I probably would have deleted that because of the way that I got so close to entry and then basically went that close to target. See, I'm really noticing a lot of inconsistency in how he's looking at the charts. Like it goes from this to this to this. It's very inconsistent. So that is definitely the number one thing. Make sure that you look at price the same way every time, or at least try to look at it the same way every time. Because it's hard to find consistency in anything basically if you're not looking at the charts the same way all the time. Let's see how many trades we got, by the way. All right, I probably won't go over all of them because I've kind of already seen what I wanted to see. I'll go over, I'll go until here, till trade 50. But I think you guys can kind of tell too that there's a bit of inconsistency in the way we're looking at the charts. Now, one thing that I'll say, which is tricky, it is hard for us to see what you're missing out on. Like we do not know which trades you're missing out on because we're only seeing the trades that you've taken and the trades that you sent us. So we have no idea if you're missing out on this long trade, for example, right here, which would have been a perfectly valid trade. I have no idea if you missed out on that, you didn't want to take it, or you didn't see it. So that is something that that sucks about the data review thing. That's why I do like the coaching calls now, but it's not important. Anyways, about this trade, you got really close to your entry and then hit the break-even level, but also got extremely close to your target. Now, what I suggest you do is, for a trader A who's going to be watching this back, to check out some of the earlier backtesting sessions that we did. We have a lot of these scenarios, and then we always talk about if it gets close to your entry and then close to target, we delete the order. So definitely check out the previous backtesting sessions. We've talked about that quite extensively. Like I said, I mean, it's a little hard. I don't want to keep rambling on, but the inconsistency in the way we're looking at the charts is what's throwing me off the most right now. That's one thing I'd like to touch upon first, to make sure that we're looking at the charts in an angle like this, for example. That is ideally what we want to be looking at. Look, this is extremely large compared to this. So I think that's the biggest thing. Trader A, or you're going to be watching this back, I think that's the biggest thing for now. Focus on recent price action. Don't zoom out or zoom in all the way. I made a video about it too. And it is called Internal versus External Structure. Don't overcomplicate it. That's what the video is called. Let me show you real quick. Internal. This video, watch it for Trader A who's going to be watching this back, and you'll see what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to. So that's the number one thing for now. So take that in mind, and then once we can sort that out, we'll go over another data review. Good call. Is there a mechanical rule for canceling the orders? So I'm still testing. I'm still playing around with that. I don't want to take it with a grain of salt because I'm not 100% sure yet, because it's a little bit based on experience too. But one rule that we might implement, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so take it with a grain of salt, is if it hits the 70 fib and then hits the 25 fib, without tagging you in, you would delete it. But like I said, I'm playing around with that. I'm testing it. I'm not sure if it's profitable or not. It is something that I'm just, trying to see if that works. So it's not 100%, set in stone yet. So, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, but that is something I'm testing right now to see if it really improves results. Because right now it's based on discretion for the most part, but I think that rule might be helpful for some people. But like I said, still testing it, no guarantees. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We just hit exactly 1 hour, so let's end the call here.